What's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? Okay, I've never streamed on YouTube, so this is going to get crazy. We're going to figure this out on the fly. If you guys can hear me, go to the chat and put like some ones or like what's going on. And I wanted to hop on here early and do a couple things, do some Q&A first if anyone has questions, as well as get ready because we got a few things that we are going to be going over. We got a ton of cool stuff we're going to be going over today. So let's see here. Okay, someone liked this. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for liking my stream. Oh, by the way, if you guys are watching the replay of this, because we will have the replay, skip ahead like 5 to 6 minutes, and that's when we're going to start the actual breakdown here of what the heck is going on. But for now, we're going to do some Q&A. If you guys have questions, you guys are on here, put them in the chat. And if you don't, then don't. But yeah. Anyway, awesome. We had a lot of cool stuff on here that we're going to cover today. Let's see here. Make sure you guys can hear me. All right. So excited. We have some awesome stuff coming out today. Some awesome stuff. I know my hair is a little crazy today. It's kind of a crazy hair day for me. Dion says, what's the hardest part about doing surplus funds? Great question, Dion. The hardest part about doing surplus funds, it depends on what your strengths are. I would say for most people, Adrian hits me with the, what's up, man? How you doing, Adrian? I liked your 2.75 kids, by the way. I saw you reply to that, so I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, the hardest part, I'd say, Dion, again, it depends on your strengths, but for most people, it's being consistent enough to get deals and being persistent enough to get deals. This surplus funds is really just a numbers game, you know? And like with our program and what we teach and stuff, it's like we try to make that clear, and then we try to optimize the numbers. So like, for instance, if you, let's say hypothetically, you get one deal out of every 100 contacts that you make. We want to try to lower that to 1 out of every 30, right? And so that's what our program does. But for a lot of people, the hardest part is just being able to consistently make 10 to 20 calls a day, just because people don't have good habits. And so we try to spend time on that too. And yeah, Adrian says, I figured someone would get a kick out of that. Yeah, man, it was funny. I kind of figured that that's what you meant, but usually I hear that you hear like 2.5. So 2.75 kind of threw me off. It's funny, man. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, though, we're going to do a little Q&A for the next 4 or 5 minutes here where we let people hop on. At 4 o'clock sharp, we will start. I'm trying to figure out how to share my screen. I have a whole presentation ready, so hopefully they'll let me do that. But I don't know how. If anyone knows how to do that, let me know. I just muted myself. If not, that's fine. We'll just I'll just yell at you guys then. You guys will just see me. I'll just be, I'll just be yelling at you. But we have a lot of cool announcements today. I'm very, 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 very excited. We have some really, really, really cool stuff. So I'm excited about that. Adrian says, I like being different. Hey, man, you got to be odd to be number one. That's a famous quote that Dr. Seuss said, and my friend tells me all the time. Again, if you guys are watching the replay of this, skip ahead about 4 or 5 minutes, so we will jump right into the content. And yes, before anyone else says, I know my hair is a little crazy today. Been a crazy day. Very, very windy here in Southern California. So beautiful day, though. I'll tell you that. Anyway, it's funny. You know, we used to run these Facebook ads for our webinars and stuff, and we don't do them anymore. But one of them was talking about like when we got this office and all that, and people were like, "Oh, the office is fake." So as you guys can tell, this office, I don't want to touch the green screen. There's a green screen back there. This whole thing is fake. I'm floating. I'm in a basement right now. I'm not actually in my office. It doesn't exist. Oh, you guys out there that say that. It's funny. Adrian says, on the TDs, when you are trying to calculate the excess paid, I saw documentary transfer tax, so we subtract that. You're talking about when you look at the actual documents, or because I don't think the documentary transfer tax is on the actual lead. I think it's in the actual documents. And so if you were to take the total amount that they paid, then yes, you would subtract yeah, okay, correct. Then yeah, you subtract that documentary transfer tax. It's usually not that much though. So yeah, but There you go. And I'm going to go over that, by the way, because we had a few people that were like, I don't know how to, I don't know how to see the documents. And so I'm going to cover that too before we get into the cool announcements I have. So excited. I know Adrian's hyped. All right, guys, again, we're going to do a couple minutes of Q&A. So if you guys have questions, this is your time. And then we're going to jump right into the announcements and all the cool stuff. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. Adrian says, just want to make sure my numbers are good. I like numbers and math. Hey, man, I like numbers and math too. Yeah, make sure you get that that tracking sheet that we have on there. If you really like tracking stuff, that's how you grow a business, by the way, is by tracking. Then make sure you get that and you track everything, because it's gonna help you optimize and make more money per call. So make sure you get that. I think it's module 3 that we have that. So make sure you get that. Let's see here. By the way, Dion, did I answer your question? Like, are you happy with that answer, or would you like me to go further in on that? Let me know. And if anybody else has questions, man, hit the chat. Hit the chat, and I'm happy to answer your questions. Oh, he says, I did. I was blocked. That's not good. All right. I will make sure that you get unlocked. We need to fix that because that's not good. Thank you for letting me know. I was blocked. Damn it. My man got blocked. It's not good. Anyway. Woo. All right, we're gonna wait here maybe about 2 more minutes before we jump into the announcements. So excited. We did this a week early this month because I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to Utah this weekend, and then I'm going to Colorado. I'm flying out to Utah, and then I'm doing like a road trip from Utah to Colorado for my birthday. So I'm excited about that. Albert, what's up, Albert? How you doing, man? So what's up? Happy birthday again. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It was a good time. I worked. So that's what I love to do. Kathy, I can't log into the trading. Enjoy. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. I think I came in a little late. I can send you a link. Kathy, email info@surpluslist.com, and they will send you a login link. By the way, guys, if you guys are watching this, Google, I don't know why they decided to do this. And I don't think it's just Google. It's a bunch of the website, like Safari, Google. I don't know if Windows Explorer did, but they made this thing where like you go on websites sometimes and it's like this is a crazy website, like, and they don't even give you an option to skip forward. It just says like go back, and then it says advanced options. And you have to click advanced options, and you have to click proceed forward. And so people were like, I don't know how to log in. I keep getting the screen. And I'm like, no, it's not us. It's Google. Google doesn't like our website apparently. So Adrian says, oh, yeah. Appreciate the reminder, Albert. Happy born day, Spencer. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. I know I'm feeling old, man. I'm feeling old. I'm starting to grow a little beard. So it's not going very well, as you guys can tell. So yeah. All right, guys. 30 seconds, and we're gonna hop in here. I've got a bunch of stuff to cover. I don't want to, and I want to do a Q&A. We're gonna do a whole a real Q&A after we announce all this stuff at the end. So at the next 30 seconds, if you have a question, next 30 seconds, that's fine. Ask. If not, then just wait till the end, and we will we'll do that. Happy birthday, Van. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate that, man. All right. All right, guys. We're gonna hop in here. Then we are gonna hop in now. Can I share my screen? I don't think I can. So I think we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, fellas. We're going to have to do the old-fashioned way. Yeah, we are. All right. Send feedback. So include a screenshot. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. All right, guys. Let's just hop into it. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. All right, guys. So, again, we're going to do a live Q&A at the end. So if you guys have questions during this, you guys can go ahead and put them in the chat. I'm not gonna answer them until the end, okay? And if I don't see it or something, just I'm going to ask for ones and twos as we go through to make sure you guugys are with me. And I'll stop throughout. And if you have a question about a specific thing, I'll say, hey, does that make sense? And then, but any other questions or big questions, whatever, we'll get to at the end. So just so you guys know. Okay, updates for surplus list members. So anybody that's in Surplus Fund Mastery, this applies to you. And we have a ton of people that are just surplus list members. And if they're watching this, hopefully they are. I sent out an email, kind of late though. Surplus list has been updated and refreshed. Not the actual lead site itself. That's pretty much the same. But the actual training of it. So if you guys go into surpluslist.com and you log in, and at the very top, there's our logo in white, and then on the right side, there's this menu in white font. Okay, and it says support. Okay, and then it says training. If you guys click that training button, it goes to 4 training videos. Okay, those 4 training videos have all been redone, except for the first one. So the next 3 have all been redone and updated and refreshed. So if you guys have any surplus list issues whatsoever, like pulling the documents, which I'm about to talk about in a second, those videos go through it and exactly how to do it. Okay. Now we get asked a couple questions with surplus list. How often do we update the data? Okay, because it's pretty important to know. We update it typically every 12 to 14 hours. Okay. Sometimes it's every 24 hours, but most of the time it's every 12 to 14 hours. We try to shoot for twice a day. Okay. And that's not us. I'm not actually sitting here like on my computer, like coding it. I don't know how to code. But that's what we try to do. So just know that, if you go on there and you pull leads today for like yesterday's foreclosures or something like that, and you try to pull for today's foreclosures, it'll be re-updated tomorrow with the more accurate information as it comes in. And sometimes, guys, with the counties, you guys got to realize we're taking all this information. It's not like we're sitting here and it's all going through our system. Like we're finding each county and bringing those into ours, and it's like this whole network. So anyway, just so you guys know, every 12 hours it's updated. Okay. Now, if you're having trouble pulling the documents, okay, which we've gotten like numerous questions of, there's like a glitch in the system right now that we've been trying to fix for a while. But unfortunately, what's happening is these web browsers, they update, like I just talked about the update with the new, how you go on here and they like won't let you get on a website to like secretly enter in. So if you guys are having trouble pulling the documents, this is what you guys need to do. Load your leads, okay, and then right click on the view document and click open link in new tab. Okay. And then when you open the link in the new tab, you're going to go up to the URL, or like you type in youtube.com. You're not going to type anything in. You're just going to click it and then click enter, and then it'll automatically just download. Now, in order for this to work, you 100% have to be on Google Chrome. It will not work. In fact, surplus list pretty much will not work unless you're on Google Chrome. Okay. Safari, it's broken completely. Windows Explorer, it works, I think, a little bit. And Google Chrome is by far the best. I think it might work on Firefox too, so don't quote me on that one, but just trust me, Google Chrome is going to make your life a lot easier, okay? So does that make sense? And I know, Adrian, you talked about the documents earlier, so is it working for you, Adrian, that little like fix? Let me get a 2 or a yes from Adrian. And let me get a 2 from yes if you guys are following along. This makes sense. I don't want to like go too fast. I know I'm talking a little technical, so okay, Adrian says 2. So yeah, it's working for Adrian. So again, guys, when you want to download documents, just click open link in new document, or excuse me, click on the document icon, click open link in new tab, and then click enter on the URL in the new tab, and it'll download automatically. Okay. All right. That's pretty much it for surplus list. Not a whole lot that we've changed there. Just wanted to update you. Do you guys have any questions on surplus list? Because the rest of this is going to be about, I can't really reveal what's going to be about it yet, but it's going to be about some cool stuff. So if you guys have any questions on leads or surplus list or anything like that, I'm happy to answer that now. And then we'll move on from that, just so we don't like get confused here. Let me know if you guys have anything. If not, if I don't get anything like 30 seconds, then we'll just move on, because this is like the smallest thing we have to cover today. And I do not want to be on here all day. I'm getting a nice steak dinner tonight. That's why I'm dressed up a little bit. So I'm hungry. Haha, you almost slipped. Almost slipped. I don't know what you mean. Almost spilled? You mean I almost spilled my cup? Maybe I did. I probably put it down. Almost spilled the beans. Oh, I know. I did. All right. I'm going to assume that means you guys don't have any questions then. So no worries. We will hop right into the next part. So, all right. More housekeeping updates, okay, for Surplus Fund Mastery members specifically, okay? Couple things. Newest coaching call from last Monday, so March 18th. That is uploaded in the members area. So if you go on there now, the replay's up there and all that. Bernie's full-length case study is now live in the members area. I did like a 50-minute interview with him yesterday, and it's live now in the members area. So if you guys want to go and check that out, it's live. Okay, if you're not a Surplus Fund Mastery member, there's a shortened version. I think it's like half as long. It's like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And I uploaded it on YouTube yesterday. You guys can go check that out. It's pretty cool. It's just a cool little preview of it, and kind of tells the story and how you got the deal. So either way, guys, make sure you guys are watching that stuff, because it's always good to learn from other people that are doing it successfully, not just me and David, but our students and Surplus Warriors. So, okay, we get asked a ton. I've been asked 15. Now, I say me, but really our customer support, Jen, who's basically our head of customer support, she emailed me and she's like, we've been asked 15 times in the last 3 days that people want the next module to unlock right now. They're impatient. They don't want to wait. They have things to do. They got people to see. They got places to be, and they do not want to wait. Okay. Now, I want to explain to you what's going on with that. Okay. So the way the modules work is module 0 is the first one that's unlocked automatically. Okay. You guys go in there. Once you complete that, then you have to wait for module 1 and 2. Okay. Now, module 1 and 2 are set to wait until you complete module 0 and until 24 hours have passed from when you join the program. Okay. Now, again, same thing with module 3 and 4. 3 and 4, you have to complete the 3 previous modules, 0 through 2, and 48 hours have to have passed from when you started. Okay. And people always ask, Spencer, why do you make us wait? Okay. Why do you lock the modules? This is so annoying. Why do you lock the modules? Okay. There are a couple reasons why. Okay. Number one is we do not want people skipping ahead. When we first launched this program, everything was unlocked right away. And so we would have people that'd be like, screw module 0, screw module 1 and 2. Let's listen to module 3 and 4 and just start making calls. And the problem with that is you can do that and you can still probably get results, but your result rate is going to be like 10% of what you could do. Okay. And the reason why is because we're teaching the fundamentals of this stuff in modules 0 through 2. Okay. I know modules 3 and 4 are the fun stuff, the contracts, and module 5 is the scripts, and module 4 is the leads, and it's all that stuff. It's like all the cool stuff, right? But modules 0 through 2 are extremely important. Okay. I cannot stress this enough. We're doing it to help you. Okay. We're doing it to help you. The second thing is we also do not want to overwhelm you guys. Okay. Again, we used to have it where you could just go through the whole thing and like people would just like try to watch the whole thing in like 12 hours. They'd just like sit down, lock themselves in their room, close the blinds, put on headphones, and just don't talk to anybody for 12 hours, which is awesome. But I don't think that's the right way to do it. I think you should take your time and take notes on it and rewatch things as you need it. And we've seen the best results that way. Okay. So I know you're enthusiastic and you want to get started, but like, guys, trust me, we've had hundreds, literally now, I think we're at 200 something members. We've had 200 something members come through this program. This is the best way to do it. I promise you that. Okay. We might experiment with it in the future, but as of now, this is the way it's going to be. Okay. So if you guys meet those qualifications, you guys have finished the modules before the minimum time has passed since when you've joined. And if it's still not loading, what you need to do is you need to log out and log back in. Okay. If that doesn't work, go ahead, of course, hit our support and we'll unlock it for you. But just know if you guys ask, hey, will you unlock this for you? And we check and one of those things has not happened, we're not going to unlock it. Okay. We're going to be like, no, it's locked. Sorry. Okay. So just so you guys know that. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Let's see here. The next thing is 2 more housekeeping things here, and then we'll go into the special stuff I'm very excited about. Okay, the mini course, you guys. I know it's hidden. Like, and as you can tell, I'm a little stressed out talking about this. It's hidden. Okay, it's like hidden at like the bottom left of Surplus Fund Mastery. Nobody even knows it's there, even though it's right there. But nobody knows. Okay, there is so much potential there. Okay, according to California, this is just the state of California. You can use any state. According to just California, there's $8 billion worth of potential deals within that mini course. Okay, $8 billion. Not million, billion with a B, okay? Bernie, who I did the interview with, if you guys watched the interview, he even mentioned in the full-length case study, I think it's in the full-length one, that he downloaded the spreadsheet that we talk about for the leads for the mini course, and he said he downloaded only the ones for $500 and more. And when he downloaded, it took forever to download, and it came in 3 spreadsheets. Each of them was 250,000 lines of leads. And there was 3 of them. So that's at least 750,000 leads. And there's probably more than that. Okay. And they're all at least $500 or more. Okay. And there's literally, we had a student, Michael Sullivan, who had a deal at one point under contract. I don't know what the story is now, but it was a deal for like 50 or 60K. So they get big too. So please guys, if you've not gone through that mini course yet, you're stressing me out, number 1. And number 2 is you're just being silly. Okay. You need to stop being silly. Okay. You need to get on the mini course. It's like 8 videos and they're super short. It's like take you like 20 minutes. Okay. Really. It's not that big of a deal. So hop on the mini course. Give me some 2s if you guys are going to go and watch the mini course now. Be like, I'm excited. I want to claim some of the $8 billion. Mini course is very beneficial. Got my registration letter today. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Someone, Kathy. Kathy's hyped. Albert. Awesome, guys. Awesome. All right. We have some 2s. You guys are excited. Cool. You guys need to go on there and check that out. I'm telling you. Okay, last little housekeeping thing before we get into the to the new stuff. Okay, when you guys submit a deal, we have a video in module 3 that's basically the deal checklist. It's right after the contract videos. And like module 3 is it's debatably the most important module because it goes through the legal, you know, documents and all of that. But this video is severely underappreciated. Because what this Mark says, I made it. Awesome, Mark. What this video does is it just breaks down exactly what you guys need to submit a deal, because it's more than just the contracts. Okay. We still have a ton of people that are submitting the contracts and just the contracts. When you submit a deal, and by the way, this is only if you're going to use our attorney, right? Our processes and all that, and our contracts. If you're going to use your own, like, you do your own process. Okay. A lot of this is probably still going to apply because we're all working with the same trustee companies. But this is just for our process. Okay. So this is what you need. You need the 3 contracts. You need them professionally scanned. Okay. We have guys, like, we literally have had people recently, like within the last 2 weeks, like, they have their contracts and they're like, all right, let me take a picture. Like, no, the picture's not going to work. Okay. The webcam, like if I was like submitting a deal right now, I would not hold the contract up to the webcam and submit it. It's not going to work. Okay. You need to actually scan it. Now, I know there's like apps that are like, they make your picture a PDF. Like, that's not going to work either. You have to actually scan it. You can mail it in if you want to. I do not recommend that. It's going to take a lot longer. So just scan it. And if your client like does not know how to scan, then have them mail it to you. But they cannot take a picture of it. Okay. This is 2019. We need to be able to scan. Okay. We need to be able to scan. I'm just saying. Okay. So professionally scanned. Okay. You need a scanned copy of their driver's license. We've been asked if passports work. We've been asked if birth certificates work. Birth certificates, I don't think work. I need to double check with David. Passports, I'm about 80% sure work. But the best route is always a driver's license or state ID. Okay. That's always going to work. Okay. The reason why is because, again, we're giving out money, and God forbid, like, there's 2 John Smiths and we give the money to the wrong person because we don't actually look at their ID and realize it's the right person. So that's what the whole point of that is. Not our rule. Both of those, the professional contracts and the driver's license, are not our rule. It's the trustee's rule. Excuse me, guys. You guys can tell I'm like getting out of a cold still. Okay, you need a signed document stating that your client has not recovered funds before. All that means, you need them to write you an email saying, I have not recovered the funds before, with their name at the end. That's it. Okay. And that's just for us to make sure, again, there's no fraud with them trying to get funds twice. That'd not be good. Okay. Yes, we've had people do that. I know it's sad, but yeah. Okay. And then finally, you just need a screenshot of the lead from surplus list. So if you guys want to get that, I'm assuming, hopefully you guys are printing out your leads or you're downloading them. And let's say, you have lead 63 is the one. Don't just take a picture of it. Just go on Fetch It and type in the name of the person, and it'll pop up with that lead, and just take a screenshot on your computer. You guys can take a picture if you want, but just make sure you can read it and it's big enough to read. And that's just going to help us kind of move quicker. So, all right, guys, that is all of the housekeeping stuff. As everything I said so far makes sense, okay? Because anything has not made sense, I just want to stop right here, get questions. We had some chat come in. Let me read the chat. While you guys are going to ask questions. By the way, if you guys are good with this, just give me a 2 and we'll move on to the new stuff. Literally just saw and watched the section last night. Awesome, Adrian. Alejandra, just got my confirmation letter today too. Oh, awesome, man. Mark, I made it. The mini course is very beneficial. I already read that. Okay, Frank 2, Patrick 2. Patrick, awesome. All right, guys. So I'm assuming we're good there. Any questions, like last chance? And we'll do questions at the end too, but just want to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions specifically about the stuff we just covered. Okay, does not look like that's the case. All right, so I'm so excited. You have no idea. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. I'm very, very excited. All right. So we launched this program in June of 2018. Okay, June of 2018, we had technically we launched it in May, but that was before we started selling it. So really, we launched it in June. Okay, we had 1 member in May. That was Maria. In June, we added 3 more members. Okay, this gentleman by the name of Bill, and then Rick Rickert, who was a case study of ours, and Paul and Lawrence, who are case studies of ours as well. Okay, And then you fast forward to July, we added 10 members that month. And then you fast forward to August, we had a dip. I think we added 7 members that month. And then starting in, I think September, we did like the same 7. And then starting in October, we started adding a lot more. So we started adding like between 20 to 30 members a month. Okay. And since then, if you guys have been in this program, I don't know who the person is here that's been in here the longest, but if you guys could have seen the program the way it was June 1st to the way it was January 1st of this year, you know, June 1st of last year, January 1st, completely different. Okay. I mean, a lot of the content's similar, but it's been restructured like 17 times. Okay. Man, getting killed with this cough right now. So we've redone it 17 times. Obviously, we've added case studies, we've added coaching calls, and our goal with this program is very simply to make sure every single person that gets on or joins the program gets a deal. Okay. Our North Star at Surplus List and Surplus Fund Mastery is student results. Like if you guys follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of results on there. A lot of Facebook posts. Hey, look at this guy got a deal on a car check. This guy got a deal on a car check. And I'm very proud of that. And I always talk about how the #1 most important thing to me and to David is getting people results. Okay. And as we've started adding more and more and more people, we've added more and more people that are not in the state of California. And that was always our intention, was to add people from wherever, because the truth is, you know, like Bernie just lives in New Hampshire, just got a deal in California and did the deal in California, even though he lives over there. So it doesn't really matter where you live. But we've continually been asked a few questions. So I'm going to read them off to you. Spencer, how can I do this in my area? I don't live in California. That's question #1. I get that every day. Question #2 is, I want to do deals in ... Is this possible? That's question #2. Question #3 is, will your course ever be national? Will it ever be national? And for a long time, we've always had to say the same thing, which is, yes, we're going to make it national. We have plans to make it national, but we have no word on when this is going to happen yet. Okay. And there's a couple reasons why. It's not very easy to make this program national because of every state is very different. Okay. And so if we tried to do it the way that we're doing it in California, in like even 3 other states, I mean, you're talking about, you know, hundreds of hours of work just to bring it to each state, you know. And so to go to 50 would be, I mean, years and years and years of work with just us. But we figured out a way. And so I would like to introduce you guys to Module 6. Okay, Module 6 will cover how to do surplus funds across the entire country. And give me a 2 if that's pretty cool. Okay, give me a 2 if you're like, awesome, I can do deals in Kentucky, in Tennessee, in Texas. Frank hit me with the 22. Thank you, Frank. Kathy hit me with the 2. Patrick hit me with the 2. Adrian hit me with like 17 2s. Okay. I mean, because like, if you guys are not that excited about it, we don't have to launch Module 6. Okay. Mark hit me with the 2. So I just want to make sure you guys are on board. If you guys are like, I don't really need it, that's fine. We won't do it, but it's there. Okay. So Module 6. Okay. We'll cover exactly, again, how to do surplus funds across the country. Okay. What's going to be included in Module 6? All the training videos you guys are going to need. We're going to have about 10 to 15 videos strictly based on national surplus funds. Okay. We're going to include contracts that can be used nationally. Now, we are going to recommend that you run this through your own attorney because every state is different. So that's a disclaimer. But we had an attorney draft up these contracts that's based out of New York. I think David talked about this on Monday. And according to him, they should be good to go in every state. Okay. So you guys will be getting those contracts in Module 6 to use in any state. Okay. Live coaching calls as well. Okay. Our live coaching calls, as soon as this is released, will be fully functioning with the international course, not the international course. International course is Module 7. Just kidding. But the national course, we'll be taking questions on that as soon as it goes, and we'll be ready to go. Okay. And here's the best part: is all Surplus Fund Mastery members will get this new module course, whatever you want to call it, 100% for free. So if you're already in Surplus Fund Mastery, you're going to get it for free, includes the contracts, all the new videos, all the new training. You'll get 100% for free. Give me a 2 if that's awesome. Okay. Mark says Las Vegas. Yes, this will include Nevada. Okay. Give me a 2 if that's awesome. Frank says 2. Patrick says thank you. A bunch of exclamation marks. Brian, 2. Patrick. Helpforhomes.com. Adrian with 2 with a fire. Oh, I got the fire emoji. Woo! I'm feeling special now, Adrian. All right. 2, super awesome. Okay. Now, initially, when we were putting this together, by the way, we started working on this. Like, this is not something we've been doing the last couple of weeks. We've been working on this since like November. Okay, like it's been a long time. And most of it has been research. Like, you guys will go in there and you'll be like, oh, there's, okay. But a lot of this has just been working with attorneys, trying to figure this thing out, because it's, again, when you take things national, I cannot understate the amount of research that went into this, because there's a lot. So anyway, to kind of tell the story, initially when we wanted to launch Module 6, we were going to cover one way of recovering surplus funds, okay? And I'm not going to go into details on here of exactly what that one way is, but just know that was our initial goals. We want to cover one way to do it. And then as we did more research, we realized, well, there's actually a second way that in some ways is a little easier than the first way, but in some ways is a little harder. And so why don't we just include both, right? Let's just include the two ways to do it nationally. And then we decided, why not add even more value? Because we found a third way to do it that's completely different than the first two. And actually, in my opinion, is probably the easiest, but it does have some drawbacks compared to the first two. That will make you allow you to make money in surplus funds nationally as well. And so we decided, why not just include all three different ways to make money, as well as everything you need to do that. And so I just want to ask, is it okay if I were to, would you guys rather just have one, or would you guys want all three? Because I can just set it for one. Give me a 3 if you want all three. Give me some threes. We're shooting threes out here, okay? We're shooting threes. If you guys want all three, if not, if you guys want all two, give me a 2. Okay, help firm says 3. Okay, all you guys want. Okay, I'm just making sure. Again, I just want to make sure. Adrian with the 3 fire emojis. If you guys only want one, just let me know. We can do one. But all right, so we'll put all 3 in there. Okay. And again, Module 6 is going to be completely free for anybody that's already a Surplus Fund Mastery member. It will be the very beta version of it. We'll be releasing tonight at midnight. Okay. You guys, I've already put it in there. You guys will see Module 6. You might have already seen it. Releasing, tomorrow or tonight at midnight, tomorrow morning, 12:01 a.m., whatever. And that's the very, very early basic version of it. Okay. It's going to launch with 5 to 6 videos. And we already have plans on adding about 4 to 5 within the next 7 days. And like I said, it's going to end up being about 20 videos, as well as the contracts and everything. So that's going to be launching tonight. Again, the very early version of it. In the beta version that we have right now, we're going to be covering primarily one way on how to do it, which is with HOA liens, which you're probably like, HOA liens, what the hell? Just watch it. Trust me, you guys are going to be blown away. It's awesome. And it's going to be a great way for a lot of you guys to make money. So I'm super excited about it. Again, it's fully free for anybody that is already a surplus, where it's already in Surplus Fund Mastery. So congratulations to you guys. And again, it's under construction. We're going to be making updates to it all the time. And that's why I brought up originally, if you guys have seen our course go from where it was to where it is today, like, we're always adding new stuff. And this is going to be no different than that. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. And with that being said, that's our first major announcement. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Okay, I can read minds. Okay, I study. I'm very interested in human psychology because of sales and persuasion and all that. So I study a lot of that. I already know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, this is awesome. This is awesome. There's now, 100 times more opportunity for us to make money with this, which is probably an understatement. So now I'm easily going to make $100,000 with this program, or probably more than that. And if you guys are thinking that, which, by the way, you're probably not actually thinking that, but you're thinking something close to that, I want to introduce you guys to our second big announcement. And this is, by the way, I want to give David all the credit on Module 6. He's done basically all of that. I've helped him a little bit, but he's done 95% of it. But this one, I'm taking credit for this. I'm so excited. You guys have, oof. I don't even know if I should release it today. Maybe I should just wait. I don't know. Okay. So I am officially announcing the Surplus Warrior Hall of Fame. Okay. You're probably like, what the hell is the Surplus Warrior Hall of Fame? Okay. It is what it sounds like. It is the Hall of Fame of the Surplus Warriors. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you guys a link to it in a second. Okay. But I don't want you guys to leave this. So I want to go through it real quick on what it's going to be. Okay. So the Surplus Warrior Hall of Fame, what it's going to be? It's going to be an opportunity for all of our surplus warriors who've been successful in the past to show off their accomplishments and enter our Hall of Fame. Okay. Now, what you're going to get, we have different awards. So all of our awards are going to have, again, custom premium certificates or plaques, custom T-shirts, And eventually we're going to do custom trophies as well. But we're not releasing that one yet today. Okay. We're also going to have a live listing and leaderboard, okay, for total amount recovered. So we want to know who's recovered the most money for people, okay? Have you recovered $1 million? Have you recovered $2 million, okay? Now, we're going to need you guys' help on that. And so just so you guys know, and it's going to be optional. So there's some people that do not want to be involved, like honestly, who I probably think, I don't even want to say probably, would definitely be number one is Rick. And I don't think Rick is going to want to be involved in this just because he's kind of a private guy and he has this whole business and it's crazy, but I don't know. I'd ask with him. I'm happy to work with him. But the point is we're going to have a leaderboard of people that want to be on it of how much you've recovered and how much you've made from surplus funds. Okay. And then for any members of the Surplus Hall of Fame, Surplus Warrior Hall of Fame, we're going to give you guys exclusive access to our future projects early. So you guys will get access because you guys are the ones that are being successful with it. And we want to, in other words, use you guys as guinea pigs to test things out, excuse me, and make sure things are working right, okay? Now, the cool thing is it is completely free to join the Hall of Fame. We're never going to charge for it. There's not even like there's nothing really to charge for. It's just a leaderboard and awards. And so I'd like to go through the 2 awards that we are launching today, and that we're going to start sending out awards and plaques for people who've already met this, because we already had several people that have met these awards, and we haven't even collected everyone's information yet. This is only people we can confirm because we've worked with personally, okay? So award number 1 is the Surplus Warrior 10K Club, okay? The 10K Club means that you have personally made over $10,000 with surplus funds, okay? By the way, that's what all of these awards are. It's not like, if someone recovers 10,000 but makes, I make 1,000 but my client makes 10, that doesn't count, okay? You have to make $10,000, okay? And this can be 1 deal or it can be 100 deals, okay? Doesn't matter. As long as your accumulative income from surplus funds is $10,000 or more, okay? So this can be done with any of the methods that we're teaching, okay? Whether it's the unclaimed private investigator funds, the California state funds, or now the national funds, and those 3 methods. Does not matter the method, okay? You will need to upload pictures of your scanned copies of your checks, as well as there's a couple other things that we ask for on there just to verify. We don't want to put a bunch of people on the awards that haven't actually done it. That'd be a little silly, right? So just to verify you've actually done it. But once we confirm you've actually done it, you will get your award, again, 100% free, and you'll be listed on the leaderboard, okay? You have to be an active member of Surplus Fund Mastery, okay, or Surplus List. So if you're just like some random John Smith that wants a plaque, you're not getting one, all right? You got to be a Surplus Warrior, okay? And the 10K award, the 10K Club will come with a custom T-shirt and a certificate, okay? And again, it's free of charge, no shipping or anything like that. We're going to send it to you after we've verified everything. That's that. Okay, the next award that we are launching today is our 100K Club. So for people that have made over $100,000 with our program, I believe right now we have 2, maybe 3 people, I can confirm 2, that have made $100,000 with surplus funds. And again, this can be 1 deal or many. It's probably going to be many, okay? And it can be literally with any method that we teach, okay? Again, you have to be an active member. And this award is going to come with, again, a custom T-shirt and a custom plaque, okay? And so with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the website now. Or I can't really show it to you because I can't share my screen. But I'm going to drop it in the comment section, and you guys can go and check it out. Let's see here. Boom. SurplusWarriorHallOfFame.com. So you guys will go on there, and you guys will see if you guys go on there, we've got our Hall of Fame logo, and we've got the 2 awards, the T-shirts on there, and we'll throw the plaques on there soon. And then you'll click that orange button, and you can apply. And under where the awards are is where our leaderboards will be as we slowly start to add them on there. So far, we don't have anything. But that is going to be our newest thing. I'm very, very, very excited about that. And, yeah, that's going to be our new Hall of Fame. Eventually, guys, and this is just like thinking way in the future, not going to happen today, but we're going to do a surplus fund event. We don't know what it's going to be called yet, but we're going to do one. And you will get to receive your certificates and plaques and all of that on stage at the event when we do one live. And I don't know if that'll be this year or next year or whatever, but when we do it, you guys will get to come out and receive those awards, as well as hear some awesome speakers I'm sure that we'll have. So with that being said, guys, that is the 2 big announcements. To recap, we have Module 6, which is our National Surplus Fund course. Okay, we're going to cover 3 different ways to make money on that course. And it's going to be for free for all Surplus Fund Mastery members. Okay. If you guys are not a member of Surplus Fund Mastery, you're not a surplus warrior, I don't know what you're doing. You are being silly. Okay. That's what you're doing. You're being a giant silly goose. Okay. And, the second announcement is our Surplus Warrior Hall of Fame. Again, you can go to surpluswarriorhalloffame.com and check it out right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I would love to do a live Q&A. Guys, I'm happy to do a live Q&A for as long as you guys want, up until 5, because I'm going to Newport Beach to have some beautiful steak dinner tonight at Fleming's. I'm very excited. But until then, I'm happy to do Q&A. So if you have Q&A, if you have questions, now's your chance to ask them. If we do not, I will just end the call here in a couple minutes, and because I don't really want to just stare at myself. It's kind of weird. We have a ton of people, 36 people on, so now's your chance to ask questions. And Adrian says, "No Lucille's." Yeah, I was at Lucille's last night. No, I was at Lucille's on Monday for my birthday, and I was at Lucille's on Saturday night for my birthday. So I decided to switch it up, man. But Lucille's is definitely the place to go. It's right. You can see it from here. I love this office so much. I can walk over there and get Lucille's anytime I want. All right, guys. Questions. Yeah, if you guys are in California or there's a Lucille's near, I don't know if they're a chain. I think they are. Please go to Lucille's, man. It will change your life. All right. Adrian says, hi, word. Marsha says, happy belated. Frank says, for the one-on-one call offered on Surplus Fund Mastery, how much is it to get? I do not remember. I think it's $125 for 30 minutes, something like that. It asks for CC info. Does it not say the price? If it doesn't say the price, that's not good. I will happily change that for you guys. I believe it's $125 for 30 minutes, but it might be $250. And that was not set by me. That was set by David. So I thought we should charge $1,000. I'm just kidding. We really want to encourage you guys to just ask questions. It doesn't say on there. Oh, you're right, huh? All right, well, I'll go ahead and change that. Again, I believe it's $125, but for 30 minutes, but I have to double check. We really want to encourage you guys to, to ask questions on the group coaching calls and in the Facebook group. But if you guys need a one-on-one call, that's why it's there. Adrian says, yes, haven't been yet, but closest one to me is at the Del. Yeah, dude, you need to go, man. You need to go. It will change your life. I can guarantee you that. When you go, just tell you. When you go, get the St. Louis spare ribs, full rack. I like to get double fries, but they have some mac and cheese I can't eat. I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't eat dairy. Mac and cheese I heard is great. Amazing mashed potatoes. Just definitely get the St. Louis ribs up. Very good. Rogelio, is there a different login for the National Surplus? What's going on, Ro? It's been a long time since we talked about it. Hopefully you're doing well. Lucille's with the water emojis. Ro, there is not a different login. It will just automatically appear in Module 6 in Surplus Fund Mastery. So you'll get that tonight. Yeah, Ro, shoot me an email. I know we were going to do a call. We had a secret project we were working on. I want to finish that with you. I don't want to release it because it's still unfinished, but we'll hop on there. Adrian says, we'll do. Yeah, dude, Lucille's is I mean, if I get it an 11 out of 10, it's an 11 out of 10. If you like barbecue, if you don't like barbecue, don't go. Is your program geared towards recovering funds anywhere, not just California? I don't know what to say. I'm assuming you hopped on later, than after I announced it. Our program, technically, you could recover funds from anywhere, but they had to be in California before. Although that's not really true. We had people that would go out on their own and do it. Like we had gentlemen, Paul and Lawrence did theirs in Texas. Rick does his in Arizona. So we had people that would do it in their own place. But now we're actually teaching it. You can do it pretty much anywhere. So yeah, anywhere in the U.S., not just California. Although right now it's still geared towards California. We're going to phase that out soon. How do we handle deceased property owners? Okay, you need the certificate of death, and you need to be working with the beneficiary. So you might need a copy of the will, depending on how things are structured. Latasha says thanks. Oh, she says yeah, hop on. Yeah, like I said, module 6 with that. I'm like getting distracted, guys. I apologize. Marcia, so yes, you need the certificate of death for the person that it was originally owed to. And then you need to get the heir under, under the standard contracts, as well as if they have a will, you need a will. And really, it's kind of a case-by-case thing, so you're going to have to work closely with David and the legal team on that. Rogelio, when doing surplus besides California, do we still use Mona? No, you will not use Mona. Mona is strictly in California. So you will not be using Mona. Although we do love Mona. So awesome. Thank you so much. Of course, Marsha. Happy to help. When doing surplus, yeah, we will not be. We're here. Okay, wonderful. Okay, we'll email you. Yeah, awesome, man. Appreciate it, bro. Hopefully you're feeling better too, man. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm happy to continue to answer questions. Terrence, been having some success. The main problem I'm having is people not having the ability to print/scan the docs. If we could use DocuSign, this would make everything easier and everyone more money. Thank you, Terrence. I will work on that. I have to double check. You might be able to DocuSign some of the contract. I have to double check with David on that. He would know more than I would. Again, Terrence, we're not making these rules. We're not trying to make it more difficult, obviously. It's the trustee companies that are very kind of pains in the asses, to be honest with you. And if everything's not perfect, they will not give you the money. So just letting you know, man. But same question as Terrence, LOL. Yeah, again, I'm like 50-50 on whether you can use DocuSign. I have to run that by David. He's going to know more about the contracts than I would, just because he's the one that works directly with the legal team. Terrence, I'm a realtor and it holds up in court here in Texas, so not sure about California. Yeah, I know. Again, it's not even really the court. It's the trustee company. That's why we're doing the driver's license. That's why we're doing all that. It's just kind of, they are a pain in the ass, and it's for good reason. They want to make sure they're not giving the money to the wrong people, which I totally get. But like, I don't know how that has to do with DocuSign. So hopefully they'll let you guys use it, because trust me, I was a realtor for a while too, and I know it gets annoying when you have to fill out, because realtor, you got to fill out like 1,000 documents. Good questions, because I use DocuSign. There you go. So yeah, I'm like 99% sure you can use it. I don't want to say 99. I'm like 90% sure that you can use it. Let me double check with David. I'll post something in the group. All right. By the way, I've asked this before, but if we were to do an actual event for surplus funds, would you guys come down to that? Like in California? Again, it's not going to happen tomorrow, but if we did like a surplus fund mastery event, a surplus fund boot camp, give me a 2 if you'd come to that. Frank is down with some sunglasses. I like it, Frank. All right. Well, it'll just be me, David, Frank, and Antoine. That's it. It'll just be us 4 hanging out. All right, here we go. Mark said, absolutely awesome, man. Awesome. You paying? Heck yeah, LOL. I don't know if I'm paying for you guys to come down, but David said 2. All right, awesome. Awesome. Potluck must be considered. We will consider doing a potluck for you, Frank. Again, not saying that's going to happen anytime soon, because we have no plan to do that right now, but it's something we've talked about doing, and we would love to do it. Have a suggestion for the surplus list website. Hey, man, I'm happy to hear it. How do you get around the finder fee states that have limited surplus funds business? Well, if you watch Module 6, you will learn how to do that, because that's why we have multiple ways. I can't release that information to everybody yet. You got to go through. Latasha, I love it though, Latasha. She's thinking ahead. So, yeah. Anyway, just so you guys know too, Module 6, at least in its current state, is going to involve you guys doing some research. Like, our goal with Surplus Fund Mastery is to get everyone a deal. In order to do that, we know we have to kind of handhold people, and we absolutely are happy to do that. But with our initial launch of the national course, it's going to be a lot more of you guys kind of have to do stuff on your own. You have to go out, you have to research stuff. It's a lot more of doing hard work on your own. And I say hard work, like you're not like doing manual labor, you're just on the computer. But it's important to realize that, because if you're under the impression that it's just going to be like the California is, it's not like that right now. It's going to require some more work, but it'll be worth it, because that's only going to mean less competition. Okay. You treat your best at the restaurant. Yes. I can say this. If we do an event at some point and it's here locally and there's a Lucille's nearby, we will take the Surplus Warrior Hall of Fame members to the restaurant. But everyone else is on their own. Sorry, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Here we go. Frank, any advice on time management? Spencer, you know my situation. I do, man. Dude, you need to go back and watch Module 0. We don't talk a ton about time management, but the thing about time management is you need to focus. That's what you need. And in order to people, when they try to focus, they try to focus. And instead of trying to focus, you need to eliminate distraction. Because if you eliminate distraction, it's going to be a lot easier to focus. Like for instance, like for me, like I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I used to be a big, huge social media guy. Like I had like Snapchat. I was trying to hit up everybody on Snapchat. I had like, I'm not gonna lie, I had Tinder. Okay, I had everything. Okay, and slowly I've deleted like Snapchat. Really easy for me to get rid of. Okay, and now that's an extra 30 minutes a day plus all the time you're thinking about. Oh, I gotta reply to that. I gotta do that, right? So just eliminating that. Boom. Now you're focused. Okay, eliminating Instagram. Okay, now for me, I'm using it for business now. But if you're not using it, which a lot of you guys are not. And really for this business, you don't need to. Facebook is another story, but Instagram, you don't really need to use it for this business, at least currently. You just get rid of it. Just delete it, okay? There's no point to it, okay? Anything like that, you can just get rid of. Just start removing things. You need to do that 30-minute test where you're marking every 30 minutes, what am I doing? And then putting those actions in buckets of, okay, entertainment. I need to remove all that, okay? Health, keep the health, okay? Business, keep the business. Family, keep the family. Gym, well, that's kind of health. So health, right? BS, talking on the phone, get rid of. Okay, talking on the phone to your friends, I should say. Okay, get rid of. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, man. Just start again. Watch module 0 again, and that kind of goes through that. Antoine, you treat your best to the restaurant. Again, Hall of Fame, my friend, Hall of Fame. Latasha, North Carolina has limited the surplus business, so the finder fee is only $1,000. Well, I appreciate that. That's why I said it took a lot of research to figure out how to get past these things. But according to our attorney and our research, we have figured out a way, my friend. We figured out a way, and it's a secret until you go through module 6. So I'm not going to release it yet. But yeah, we have found 3 different ways. And Latasha hit me with a handstand and then a girl or a female emoji. Okay, I appreciate that. Oh, girl power. I got you. Girl power. Latasha with celebrating. Awesome. So yeah, we figured out. We think we figured out a way to do it. And again, it's going to be. Just so you guys know, these are all 3 of these. I can say for a fact 2 of them are very different than what we've taught before. So it's going to be a little bit of a different process. It's still kind of the same general business. You're calling people, you're contacting them, you're getting them under contract, and you're proceeding with it. But it's just a little bit different. So I don't want to sit here and answer the questions because me answering the questions like that is just going to cause you to have more questions, and all of these things are answered in module 6. So I don't want to have a Q&A when you can just watch the videos for that. So anyway, but I am happy to have Q&A. I shouldn't say I'm not happy to have a Q&A. So any more questions, guys? This is your time to shine. This is your time to shine. All right. Going once, going twice, guys. Oh, hold on. I didn't read agent. Is it possible to add a feature, save searches, so in the event want to go back to look for a specific record you saw in a search you did? That is actually a great idea. We probably should add that in. So I'll talk to our guys about that. I appreciate it. And by the way, any guys, we are always happy to hear not just criticism. Obviously, constructive criticism would be nice. But we're happy to hear any ideas you guys have for us. We want to make this better. So our goal is to make this the best program and the best products and services that we can possibly bring to you guys to help you guys out the most, to guarantee all you guys are going to get deals, because that's our goal. And so absolutely anything you guys have as far as ideas, please let us know. I cannot encourage that enough. So yeah, we'll definitely look into that, man, and see what we can do. Antoine says, good question, Adrian. That was a great question. Let's get this shmoney. There we go. Frank Cardina says, thanks, Spencer. Enjoy your dinner, man. Hey, thanks, Frank. Appreciate it, man. Okay, guys, if you guys have any questions, this is your chance. We have 36 people on here, and we've had 3 people ask questions. I do not want to leave you guys on the hook, right? Stuck in no man's land. If you guys enjoyed this, though, if you guys could go and give this video a like and share this video, that'd be awesome, because I know people are going to have questions, but I didn't get to see it. It's here. I promise. I covered it. I probably did. So, all right, guys. Again, I'm going to give you guys another minute, and if we don't get any more questions, we will we will call it a stream, and I will go enjoy my steak. I'm new. So is there a way around California's 10% limit? Yes, there's a way. California only has a 10% limit on the private investigator funds. So that's only for stuff that's over 3 years old. So if you do it the main way that we teach in Surplus Fund Mastery, then you will not have that problem. And if you do it, yeah, so just there you go. I think that helps. Kathy, when do you do a live YouTube again? Kathy, I do these once a month. They're called our Surplus State of the Unions. And yeah, I'm happy to do them once a month. And then you guys know David does the coaching calls twice a week. And hopefully we're going to be bringing on more coaches. And so we can kind of service people that are on the East Coast a little better, because I know sometimes those are a little late. That's why I try to do mine a little earlier. But you guys can always ask questions. If you guys are in Surplus Fund Mastery, not everyone. If you're in Surplus Fund Mastery and you're a member, you can join our group coaching Facebook page, and you can ask us questions. I try to be on there as much as possible and answer. But I will, at the bare minimum, be on there every single day at 1 p.m. to answer questions. Okay. Happy birthday. Happy belated. Thank you, Latasha. I appreciate that. I know I'm feeling old. I'm starting to really I got knee pain. I got back pain. It's too many years of basketball. I'm getting old, so I need to start stretching. Adrian, if you've been hung up on before, you can even let the person know what you do for them. Do you ever follow back up with them after a certain period of time? Yeah, I'll call them back immediately. Like if they pick up and you confirm that it's the right person and they just hang up on you, I call them back immediately. And that's me. I'm very aggressive on the phone. But it doesn't mean that's not what you have to do. But 100% you should follow up with that person again and leave messages. You should email them. You should text them. You should Facebook them. Yeah, 100%, Adrian. Now, if in a different scenario, if they say, hey, you know what, I need to think about this, call me back in a week, then you could wait like 3 or 4 days. Never wait a week, okay? Wait 3 or 4 days and call them back again. Okay, if they say, hey, call me back in 2 months, then you wait a month, right? I talk about the rule where you cut it in half. That applies there. Rogelio, Ro, the man, when searching for TDs and TRs that are 1 year older, is the record current? I don't know what you mean by is the record current. The record is current as of that lead. I don't know what you mean, Ro. You kind of got to be more specific, man. Adrian says, gotcha. Happy to help you, Adrian. Yeah, Ro, if you could just kind of clarify that question, I would be happy to answer that for you, man. And again, you know, when we hop on a call, man, I'd be happy to answer that for you personally too. So, yes, guys, I give Rogelio calls because he's my secret weapon. Rogelio's my secret friend that nobody knows about. he's the ultimate under the radar surplus warrior. So, yeah. Any more questions, guys? Going once, going twice. All right, guys, if you guys are not members of Surplus Fund Mastery and you guys want to be a member of Surplus Fund Mastery, which if you want to do surplus funds, you would be silly not to do this, okay? People always ask us, they're like, Spencer, why should we get your Surplus Fund Mastery program versus other people? Because there are other programs out there. And some of those programs are cheaper than ours. And I always say, look, do you want the cheapest program or do you want results? You know what they always say? I want results. And some of them say, I want the cheapest program. So they go and they buy the cheapest program. And then what happens a lot of times is then they email us about 3 months later and they say, Spencer, we want to join your program. Do you still have the special going on? And we say, yes, you can join. And here's the pricing. Okay. So if you guys are not on that and you guys want to get results, which is what we're all about here. And I'm not going to comment on other people's programs and all that stuff because I don't like, look, number one never talks about number two. So I'm not going to talk about other people. Okay. I'm just going to tell you that our program is focused on results. I can't talk about other people's. I will leave the link down below. You guys can check it out. And if you guys want to sign up, you guys can sign up. I'll give you guys the webinar discount link because I'm a nice guy, okay? And I appreciate you sitting here with me on this long stream. And so I will drop that down below. And then, yeah, you guys can check it out if you want to. And then I will continue answering questions for you guys. So there's the link if you guys want to check it out. Are the surplus of the State of the Union training recorded? Yes, it will be on YouTube as a public video. It will not be in the members area because it's not really. I'll post it on Facebook, but okay, Anthony, where are you currently investing? I am investing in my business. My idea, Anthony, this is just for me, is until you have a net worth of $10 million, which I do not yet, you should continue investing into your business. Because right now, like if I invest money into this business or into really into any of my 2 main businesses that I have right now, I'm going to get a return of 5 to 6x of my money. So if I put $1, I'll make $6 back, right? There is no other investment on the face of the planet that I know that I have control over that will give me that return. So once you get a business going, that should be your main place to invest money. And then once you get to a net worth, I say 10 million. If you want to be more conservative and say $1 million, 2 million, then you can pull money out of the business. And I would always, for me personally, I would always go with commercial real estate. You know, David right now has a property, a 99-unit hotel building in Texas, I believe. Don't quote me on that. That's cash flowing. And like, that's the stuff that I want to get into. Right now, I'm not currently doing that because I'm focused on my business, but that's where I would be investing. So that's my opinion. I'm not an investing expert. You should definitely do your research, talk to the right people. But since you asked, that's my opinion. Okay. When you do your search for surplus fund deals, you get your list. Is the TD or TR fund amount current? Yes, it's current as to the records that we have. So again, we're pulling records from all these different counties. And as you guys probably know, government county websites are sometimes not the best about updating updating their records. And so it'll be current as of to the current record that we have, which may or may not be current. So really take it for what it is, which is a grain of salt, and assume that it is relatively accurate, but it may be less or more. And actually, Ro, we've talked before about sometimes like you found a deal that it ended up being more, right? And I don't know whatever happened with that deal. I think that was when things started going south, but for you, and hopefully again, you're doing better now, but yeah, so. Okay, Britton Gibson, hopefully I said that right, by the way, Britton. I do not want to mess up your name. Says, after money has been distributed, does the lead get removed from surplus list? Again, our leads are strictly based on county records. So no, because we don't have any power to do that. When the county removes it, at some point, I'm sure it gets removed, but I cannot say definitely yes or no, it doesn't, because we're just literally taking data from the counties. So no, unfortunately not. That is something we'd like to add. I know we've gotten a lot of requests on that. We're trying to figure out how to do it. And if we figure it out, we will definitely add that in there. So yes, hopefully that makes sense. Again, Britton, if I said your name incorrectly, I am so sorry. You have a very unique name. Rahelia says, okay, thank you. Thank you, Rahelia. By the way, Rahelia, I got your email today about happy birthday. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Any more questions, guys? Going once, going twice. I will give you guys a second here. Let me check. Anything else? After money has been distributed? No. I think that's it, guys. Thanks. You said it right. Okay, awesome. How many counties in California do you pull from? All of them. Every single one. As far as I know, every single. I mean, I'm 99% sure we pull from every single county. We might miss like one, but I don't even think. I'm pretty sure we have all of them. I'm like 100% sure we have all of them. Happy belated birthday and enjoy. Thank you, Antoine. And keep me updated on what's going on with your biz, man. All of you guys. If you guys are in the members area, in the group, keep me updated on Facebook. What's going on? I'm always curious. But yeah, Brian, I'm pretty like 99% sure we pull from all of them. I don't know how many counties are in California, but we have a lot of them, and I've always been told it was all of them. So yeah. Oh, if you guys are on here and you guys are not members of Surplus Fund Mastery. And like we have people that join Surplus List and they're like, well, where do I get the contracts? I'm like, well, you can go and you can hire an attorney and pay $2,500 to get the contracts, which is how much they're going to charge you. Minimum, they're going to charge you like $800, but they'll probably charge you a couple grand if they're good, right? You can do that, or you can just join Surplus Fund Mastery and get the contracts for free and just pay for the coaching. So it's up to you. I don't know. I know what I would do, but that's okay. That's okay. Thanks. You said it right. Awesome. And I know, by the way, Britton, I know you just joined recently. At least I'm pretty sure you did. So hopefully things are going well. For Rennie, my home foreclosed in Riverside County back in 2010. Can I find out through the list? No, you're going to need the course for that because leads that are older than 3 years are going to be through the private investigator mini course. So you're going to want to use that. If you email me, email my support at info@surpluslist.com. And we'll see if we can find something for you, because we might be able to pull it up in our back records, but it's not going to be on Surplus List because our data only goes back like 2 or 3 years. Because after the 3 years is up, the trustee basically just gives the money to the state and they don't want anything to do with it. So we don't have leads that go back that far for that particular reason. All right, guys. Anything else? Or it's Fereni. I'm sorry. Again, if I'm mispronouncing you guys' names, I apologize. I'm not great with names. Anything else, guys? Going once, going twice. Live call. Your one and only chance to ask me a question. Okay, thanks. And you got my name right. Oh, okay, awesome. Awesome. I'm pretty good. Maybe I'm pretty good with names. I don't know. Knock on wood. Took me like a month to say Rogelio's name, so I had to keep saying Ro. That's funny. All right, guys. Okay, guys, if you guys enjoyed this, give me a like. And if not, I'm going to end it. Well, either way, I'm going to end it here in a few minutes if we don't get any more questions. For the record, I've joined Surplus List on the 16th recently, and we'll be joining the mastery in a few days with the 2 payments finally set up. Awesome, Mark. I'm excited to have you. What about a foreclosure in Georgia? That would be covered in Module 6 in the new module of Surplus and Mastery. And I think you're a member, Marcia, if I'm correct. I might be incorrect about that, but if you are, you'll be getting Module 6 for free. If you're not, go to the link I'm about to put in the chat here, and you can sign up and get Module 6 for free when it comes out. And that'll teach you how to get data in Georgia and do everything in Georgia. I'm good for now, Mr. Spencer. Enjoy your day. Thanks, Ro. Appreciate it, man. Mark, I'm excited to see you. Thank you. I am. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. I thought you were, Marsha. I thought I'd seen you in there before. So, yeah, you'll get the update for free. It'll be released tonight. And like I said, it's going to be in the beta version tonight, so it's under construction, but it'll be there. All right. Woo. Anything else? Thanks, Spencer. Enjoy the rest of your day, brother. Thanks, man. Got another fire emoji. I'm feeling special. All right, guys, I'm going to shout you guys out on Instagram, and then we're going to end it unless we get a question in the next 3 seconds here. All right, guys, we're just wrapping up the Surplus List State of the Union. We had up to 40 people. Now we're down to 28. You guys they're bailing on me. We went over all this cool stuff over here. I didn't get to see it, though, but all this awesome stuff, the new Hall of Fame that we're launching, Surplus Warrior Hall of Fame. Go to surpluswarriorhalloffame.com to check it out. And our new national course, which is free to all Surplus Fund Mastery members. So check it out. And thank you, guys. Thank you to Mackenzie. Says, thanks for the info. Of course, Mackenzie. So awesome, guys. Guys, the replay will be live on YouTube here as soon as we're done. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, go to my YouTube channel. Check it out. Awesome, guys. All right. All right, guys. Anything else? Going once, going twice. Rogelio, looking forward to it. Mackenzie, thanks for the info. Well, thank you, Mackenzie, for joining us on today's call. I think that's it, guys. All right. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. I had a great time. I always have a great time. Kathy says, enjoy Utah. I will, Kathy. I've never been to Utah before. I'm very excited. Going to get to spend some time with my pops, too, who's out there. So it'll be great. And in Colorado, too. So it'll be a nice little trip. And, yeah, guys, thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. I know it's daytime here, but evening if you're on the East Coast. And make the freaking phone calls, baby. 10X. Book I can recommend for you guys to stay on late. Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone will help you guys with some of your guys' sales stuff. And with that being said, guys, thank you guys very much. Mark says, joining is a no-brainer. I know it is, Mark. I keep telling these guys that, but they're not listening to me. I don't know what else to say. But you're right, Mark. I agree. And I know you say you're going to join here in a week or so, so I'll see you inside on that coaching call. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys. Have a great day. And Adrian says, honestly, I know, guys. You guys are hyping me up now. Don't hype me up, bro. Says you're welcome. I will join. Just waiting for payday. Love it, Farina. Fereni. God, see, I'm messing people's names up. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at names. Anyway, guys. All right, guys. Have a good one, everybody. I've said bye like 15 times. So take care, guys. Have a good one.